Dawn, hello. Thank you so much for joining us. It's always such a pleasure to see your smiling face.
I am always happy to be with you, Darlynne, in any platform. I love connecting with you. You are such a bright light.
Oh, thank you. Same, right back at you, sister.
Our fan clubs.
So I have been keeping up with you, and I know that you have been super busy and doing some incredible things with your company, Guided Leadership Solutions. And I also know this about you because we've known each other actually for years. I know that you have such a heart, a giving heart for helping others, especially when it comes to business owners, small business owners such as myself, entrepreneurs. For those who aren't familiar with you and all your wonderful services, can you give us just a quick 1 minute as far as who you are, what Guided Leadership Solutions is, and most importantly, which is our topic today, why you do what you do?
Absolutely. So Robin White, my business partner, and I started Guided Leadership Solutions in January of 21, really out of a passion to help others, specifically the small business owners. In California, it is so difficult to navigate a business, and so many people are moving out of California or businesses are closing, and we want to help the underdog. And so we've created an advisory program where we give, just like it sounds, advice to small business owners, up to 50 employees typically. And we just provide that sound advice, the tools, the resources needed to stay current with California law. What I'm most excited about is we have just launched another division of our company, which is leadership coaching. And so I have the privilege of, because that's part of my why, I have the privilege of coaching executives, business owners, emerging leaders, that supervisor who has just been promoted because they were good at their job, but they don't know how to lead people. And so we're putting together group coaching programs and individual coaching programs to really help the businesses and people to succeed.
Wow, that's fantastic. That's Dawn, that's a whole other show.
I know, it is. It's a lot. Sometimes I get overwhelmed, but I just go one step at a time.
Wow, that's wonderful. That is so important too, because you said something that really hit with me. You know, you could be wonderful at your job, but you don't know how to manage or lead people. That's such an important key, especially as business owners. So
yeah, and people don't leave companies, they leave bad managers. And when I say bad managers, that's not always intentionally bad managers. That's just managers trying to figure it out.
So many of us know, or we've heard, of course, the famous speech about knowing your why, and that's today's topic.
Yeah.
Can you tell us, though, why is that important? Like, why is it critical, whether you're a business owner or you're a manager leading people? Why is it important to know your why, your passion, your sweet spot?
Yeah. I think it's important at the very core of who we are. I heard a speaker once say, the opposite of depression is purpose. And that really struck me because for those that know me well, I struggle with depression. And today, even I struggle to get out of bed today. And most people don't know that, but it's my why that got me up. It's my why that got me out of bed. It's my why that keeps me moving forward. And now everything flows through my why, which is to inspire and to equip other people at all levels.
First of all, thank you for being so transparent. When I said you had a giving heart in the beginning, you really do, and it just shows how you. I appreciate how you want to help others, become unstuck, because that's a big deal when you're stuck and you have no idea what to do. That can be a pretty low place to be in. Many people, I would say probably most people, knowing your why and figuring it out, that can kind of be tough. So, how would you guide someone? What would your advice be to someone who says, Dawn, I don't know what my why is. I really don't know. I mean, are there some questions that they should be asking themselves to figure it all out?
For me, how I figured it out by all of a sudden realizing what filled my tank, what really I could do it all day long and not be tired. I could, spend time speaking with people, helping them, public speaking, doing leadership development courses and classes, and teaching others. And I would just be like this afterwards, and then there were other things that would just drain me, and it wasn't that they weren't important tasks, but they would drain me. But I think that's a good way to find your why. What is it that you think about the most? Simon Sinek, we haven't figured out exactly how to say his last name, but I say Simon Sinek, talks about going to your friends and asking them, what is it about me that makes you want to be my friend? And what happens is we get stuck in the what. What is it about Dawn? Oh, she's bubbly. She's this. She's that. But how do you feel when you've been with Dawn or with Robin or whoever it is? What's the value that adds to your life? And when you can have someone help you answer that question, it's hard to do for ourselves. And sometimes it's hard to receive when someone says it. But I think between those two things, like going to those, not those that are closest to you, not your family members, not your spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, but those that are in your circle of friends, and what is it about me, and then bring it around to, but why?
So it sounds, if I'm hearing you right, you really have to be able to to take time to be quiet, mm-hmm. right? Because we live in a very noisy world. So you have to sit and be quiet, be reflective, and just really look at your life and what gives you joy.
Well, and I think, too, that it sustains you during the tough times, right? I know that ultimately we are helping small business owners, leaders, and employees succeed, not just in business, but in their own personal lives. So when we're struggling internally, say I'm having a tough day, because I'm having to work on something that necessarily doesn't fit within my wheelhouse, some marketing, or something that has a lot of detail to it, because I'm not a detail person, and so it takes me a lot. It helps me get through those times, because if you don't have your why, it's really easy to say, well, what's the point? What's the point of all of this? And I think a lot of people did that during COVID. Doing what you love, you're not only giving to yourself, but you're giving to others at the same time.
Did it take you a while to figure that out? Was it months, or did you kind of know right away?
No, it was a long period of time for me, because I never asked the question for my why. I've always been a doer. I'm just a doer. I'm going to get stuff done. And because I was good at doing, I felt like that's why I would get promoted, or why, I started out with no hospitality, no human resources experience, but I became a director within a year. I thought that's because I was a good doer. And later on, looking back, I realized it was because of my why. I was investing in others and empowering and growing others, which in turn grew me, because it's not about us, right? It's really about those that were around. And when you're lifting others up, you're rising with them. There's no threat to helping other people. It's not a competition. It's about just helping others and helping them, inspiring them, and help them reach their goals.
Well, I love that. It's not a competition.
Yeah.
When we plant seeds and help others, then it grows. When you're working within your genius, it probably is very effortless.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Sometimes I will have to say, there are times that if I operate all day long, doing it in my zone, I feel like I haven't worked at all.
This is great stuff. Dawn, thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Well, if they want to connect with you and Robin, what's the best way? Is there a website that they can check out?
Yes. So it's just guidedlead.com, guidedlead.com. That's our website. You can connect there. You can connect with me on LinkedIn. Just look my name up. You'll find me. I'm usually posting on there. Would love to connect with anybody that sees this and help you find your why.
Yeah, what you're doing is a good thing.
Thank you so much.
It was good catching up with you, and we'll see you soon.
Okay.